20, Europe, a continent where snow-covered mountains meet crystal-clear lakes, where ancient villages stand frozen in time, and where every season paints the landscape with a different kind of beauty. From towering fjords to colorful coastal towns, these are the 25 most beautiful places in Europe that everyone should see, at least once. Let's begin our journey. At 25, Hallstatt, Austria, a tiny lakeside village where wooden houses reflect perfectly on still water. Surrounded by towering Alps, Hallstatt looks like a postcard brought to life. At 24, Sintra, Portugal, hidden among misty hills, fairytale palaces, ancient castles and lush forests, create one of Europe's most magical landscapes. At 23, Plitvice Lakes, Croatia, a world of turquoise lakes connected by countless waterfalls. Wooden walkways allow visitors to walk through nature itself. At 22, Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. Thousands of perfectly shaped basalt columns rise from the sea, a landscape so unusual that legends claim giants built it. At 21, Lake Bled, Slovenia, a peaceful lake with a tiny island church and a medieval castle overlooking it all. Few places feel this serene. At 20, Cliffs of Moher, Island standing above the Atlantic Ocean. These dramatic cliffs stretch for miles, where crashing waves meet endless skies. At 19, Saxon, Switzerland, Germany. Towering sandstone formations, misty forests and breathtaking viewpoints make this one of Germany's hidden treasures. At 18, Meteora, Greece. Massive stone pillars rise high above the valley. Balanced on top, centuries-old monasteries seem to defy gravity. At 17, Faroe Islands, a land where waterfalls fall directly into the ocean and green cliffs disappear into the clouds, wild, remote and unforgettable. At 16, Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Perched above the forests, this fairy tale castle inspired Disney's famous castle. In winter, it becomes even more magical. At 15, Algarve Coast, Portugal. Golden cliffs, hidden beaches and sea caves carved by the Atlantic create one of Europe's most spectacular coastlines. At 14, Scottish Highlands. Rolling green valleys, ancient castles and a mysterious lochs make every road feel like an adventure. At 13, Amalfi Coast, Italy. Colorful villages cling to steep cliffs overlooking the sparkling Mediterranean Sea. Every curve reveals another breathtaking view. At 12, the Dolomites, Italy. Jagged limestone peaks, glowing orange at sunset, create one of the world's most dramatic mountain ranges. At 11, Lapland, Finland. In winter, snow-covered forests, frozen lakes and endless silence create a landscape unlike anywhere else. At 10, Cinque Terre, Italy. 5 colorful villages built into rugged cliffs, connected by scenic hiking trails and endless sea views. At 9, Santorini, Greece. Whitewashed homes, blue domes and unforgettable sunsets have made Santorini one of Europe's most iconic islands. At 8, Dubrovnik, Croatia. Surrounded by ancient stone walls, this medieval city rises above the Adriatic Sea, where history and beauty meet. At 7, Norwegian fjords. Towering cliffs, deep blue waters and waterfalls cascading from impossible heights create scenery found nowhere else. At 6, Swiss Alps, Switzerland. Snow-covered peaks, green valleys and crystal-clear lakes make the Swiss Alps one of Earth's greatest natural masterpieces. At 5, Lofoten Islands, Norway. Far above the Arctic Circle, dramatic mountains rise directly from the sea. Small fishing villages, painted bright red, sit beneath towering peaks. In winter, the northern lights dance across the sky. Few places feel this untouched. At 4, Iceland's south coast. Black sand beaches, towering waterfalls, massive glaciers and volcanic landscapes all exist within a single journey. It feels less like Europe and more like another planet. At 3, Lauterbrunnen Valley, Switzerland. Hidden between towering cliffs, this peaceful valley is home to more than 70 waterfalls. Tiny villages, green meadows, and snow-covered peaks create one of the most beautiful scenes in the world. At 2, Venice, Italy, a city where roads are replaced by canals, where elegant bridges, historic architecture, and quiet gondolas create a timeless atmosphere. Every narrow street leads to another unforgettable view. At 1, Aurora landscapes of Norway and Iceland. Our #1 destination isn't a single city or a mountain. It's one of nature's greatest performances. On clear winter nights, green and purple lights dance across the Arctic sky. The Aurora Borealis transforms ordinary landscapes into something almost impossible to describe. For a few unforgettable moments, the sky itself comes alive.